Welcome to RBO. Today, guys, are me going over the cardboard box survival kit. Very basic style box. It's a long one. Just the only thing different. Opens up this way. But yeah, let's get right into it. Right here. Pop this boy open. You can see we have an abundance of gear. Starting off right on the top, we have our little Be Smart Get Prepared first aid kit. Of course, we have some dressing gel. We have our creams, our ointments, pretty much like sun gel, triple antibiotics, sting relief, burn gel, as well as all the components or contents. I ripped out the box and put it in there. You have blister pads, you have antiseptic wipes, all of our bandages, everything we really need. These, especially this one. I don't know about the larger one, but I do like this little first aid kit they have out. It's perfect for packing, as well as it has a little belt loop here. You use a carabiner, attach it to your bag, whatever you need to do. Here's our signal mirror, very normal piece of metal, just polished up, cut down, 2 lanyard loops as well. For water collection, we have our gallon size Ziploc baggie, as well as a sandwich size, just as a backup. We have some trash ties around that one, just keeping it more compact. For fire starting, we have our Ranger lighter. It's a very simple setup. You got your tape, you got your 550 paracord attaching these, and then you have your tube or lip balm. And what you want to fill this with is Vaseline and cotton balls. Just pack as many as you can. You'll light it, it'll last a long time. Light your tinder with it, and it makes the fuel lighter last way longer. We also have a emergency candle. This is one of those, I believe, 12-hour candles or 8-hour candles. For a little nutrient boost or even some more antiseptic ointment, we have mustard. You can use this to kill any infections and some small cuts, or you can just take it down or mix it with some stuff you found just to give a little bit of an edge, because not everything you find in the wilderness has good flavor. Here we have our cotton bandana and Dodge Ram bandana. Very simple. It can filter out water, be used for first aid, make tourniquets, be ripped up for cordage, or not cordage, be ripped up for tinder, stuff like that. We also have a flashlight. Very basic little AA flashlight. This lights up in the night, glows in the dark. We also have our little lanyard loop here, where you can just have it wrapped around your hand while doing your thing. Hold that, or you can have it hanging up. Usually like to put it on my bag, just have it hanging from the front of my chest so it can light up the floor beneath me when my hands are either filled or I'm rather do something else, working the terrain and whatnot. Here we have our pocket fishing kit. This is a homemade one, just out of a spice bottle. Built up 2 walls with some utility tape and put our line in the middle. Of course, you got the inside filled with some snap-on sinkers and your hooks. You can fill this and you can wrap way more line around this and probably have a fishing kit for a few months, if not years, because if you don't lose that much line or hooks, you're set on that. Here we have our 28 grams of peanut butter, or 1 ounce. Of course, this is for nutrients. Always love a little peanut butter. We also have our water filtration straw. This is from Frontier. Works very well. We cut down the straw just to keep it a little bit more compact, and as well as a trash tie just to keep them together. I wish there was a better way to keep them together. Here we have our snare wire, of course, for our cordage. Make snares, build shelters. Building shelters, we have our Mylar A-frame tent or emergency shelter. I just like having the material most of the time. I like to emphasize this because I'll get some stuff for having this in the kit. I understand they aren't the best survival shelters or the best shelters, but for the compactness of it and the usability or diversity I can use it for, I can either just use it as an A-frame, I can use it as a blanket, sleeping bag, I can use it in a shelter design with a fire and have the fire reflected back on me. There's just a magnitude of stuff you can do with this. It's nice just having some nice waterproof material that you can use, and as well as being reflective, so it can be a really big signal, so it's just nice to have in the kit. I also included my large Mylar bag, so you can just have this, pull this out, wrap yourself up for the first night, do your thing, or vice versa, whatever you want to do. The more the merrier as well, because if you've ever used a Mylar bag, you know it isn't fun. They're just very light, so they'll tend to come off of you, unravel, unroll, and stuff like that, as well as they can tear if you try to not let them do that. So it's a kind of a mixture of the two. So having two of these, just very nice to have. Here we have our glow sticks, of course in the color yellow. This is for signaling at night. Tie a little bit of cordage on this. Usually these come with them. You swing it around the air, about have 2 feet of cordage on it, and it creates a nice bright circle. The larger you go, the bigger the circle will be, the more seeable it will be, or more visible. For cutting, we have our Mora survival blade. Very nice blade. It's held up very great over the last few years. And our homemade sheath, of course, as well as a ferro rod in the handle, so you can go ahead and use that if something happens to the lighter. We also have a little net bag here that will be possessing all the gear that's in here. Yes, I know it seems like it won't fit, but it'll be a tight fit. All of it will go in there. We also have our see-through or clear rain poncho. These are very good for keeping you dry, obviously, or even building shelters or making water collectors. Talking about water, we have 3 water-activated towelettes. These are very good for basic hygiene, cleaning yourself out in the wilderness, or even first aid. We also have our pocket saw. Nice folding saw. Great little thing. I think I picked this up a few years ago from Walmart for like 10 bucks. And stuff was still decently priced. But great little saw, does its job. It'll help you with the ability to make tools, make shelter, stuff like that. Next, we have 2 sets of hand warmers. These are 10 hours each. So altogether, you have 4 hand warmers. Another awesome addition to this kit, we have a mug, so you can boil up water. So it's either you're not trusting the tablets or the filter, or it has a really bad smell and you want to try to boil it out, go ahead and boil this up. Or if you want to make some tea, or you can make some instant coffee. Boil up some water, throw your coffee in there, have a nice cup of joe, have a caffeine boost, a morale boost, warm you up, all the above. So it's great to have that mug in there. Here's our tablets, of course, for water purification. Another way of fire starting, we have our UCO stormproof matches. Sorry guys, one of those days. These are great for starting fires in damp environments or moist environments and windy environments, the majority of. No, you're not going to start a fire in a thunderstorm, but it still will start a fire in a nice windstorm, or at the end of the season when all the trees have no leaves and the wind's just blowing through the wilderness. It just kind of sucks trying to use a lighter, trying to use a ferro rod in that kind of situation. So these do come in clutch. They're pretty much like little sparklers. The only reason I'm specifying this is because I saw quite a bit of comments on matches like these on Amazon. People complaining that they wouldn't light up after they got wet, or they wouldn't stay lit when they got wet. They're not flares, they are still matches. But yeah, here we have our sewing kit. Just a basic needle thread wrapped around some cardboard, as well as our whistle. These are one of my favorite whistles, next to the Acme, of course. I just like how it has this belt loop here, as well as a nice little lanyard loop, and how big it is. Sometimes you do want a bigger whistle just in case you don't want to lose it, and the orange factor does help as well. And that is the kit, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, thank you guys for being part of the giveaway that we had the last 2 weeks. Really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate SuperClan for reaching out and hosting that giveaway. So thank you to everyone involved, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a nice week, guys. Thank you.